afternoon everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new, and if you like my videos please press the like button, please do subscribe. Today I've been mostly indoors because the weather has been, it's been really wet here in Rochester, wet. It's been really wet. Now today is a contrast from yesterday because I went out with my son to Strood, Rochester. I went out with my son to the Hollywood Bowl and we went to McDonald's. My son and myself. My son does not live with me, he lives in London, but because I've been feeling depressed lately, I suffer from depression. And he said to me that I should text him and call him more often because I do suffer from depression. So he said that he would come down and he wanted to help me like get back into the spirit of things again. So today is a complete contrast. Obviously when I eat McDonald's, I think most people when they eat fast food, you start to feel sluggish and slow and heavy, because it's heavy, isn't it, the food? So I started to feel a bit down again this morning, like because it's back to right. I had a nice afternoon out yesterday. My son went back home to London and you know, I was happy last night. No problem with that. When I got up this morning I started to feel slow. But I spoke to my mother and it always happens when I speak to my mother over the phone, I feel depressed after the phone call. Because she said she was feeling paralysed and tired and she's like elderly. And you have to expect that at her age because she's nearly 80. So I started to feel depressed after my mother's phone call this morning. And when I was married to my ex-husband, he said the same thing. Every time you answer the phone to your mother, you're different after the phone call. Because it's what my mother says and how she says it and the noises she makes in the background. Right? So guys, I've done a balloon video. I want to do another one. I've also done a video of the clothes I bought from the Demeltzer charity shop, which I enjoyed shopping yesterday. So I'm going to do the other shirt and jumper, and I'm going to do another balloon video because you mustn't get depressed and you mustn't let people get to you, which is really hard for me. Because some people want to stop you from doing what you're doing by making you feel horrible about yourself when it's them that's got the problem with themselves, not you. In other words, it's jealousy. It's jealousy, it's the green-eyed monster. Right, so I'm keeping an eye on the flirt finder messages. Someone's also tried to scam me out of money, which I haven't obviously given my bank details to. So, my neighbour is out upstairs. He's been out since about 6 o'clock this morning. It's quiet upstairs, no children running across the ceiling, and it's fairly quiet next door. So I've got no complaints with noise issues. So, 21st of October 2023, 10:35. Hot Nomad. Hello again, XXX. Goes right up until 11:30, so they text me for an hour and they suddenly stop texting at 11:30 AM. The last message was where you wanna meet, XXX. That was the last message. And they keep you hanging on. Well, they think that you keep hanging on to their next message. And I just carried on with my day, and then someone tried to rip me off. Please visit every/parcelsecure.com, and it's a link, and it wants you to fill in all your details, including, I think, your bank details. Attempted delivery Saturday the 21st of October. Well, they didn't deliver to me. No delivery drivers attempted to deliver a parcel to me. They didn't buzz number 5. They didn't knock on number 5's door. So they're asking for your postcode, to type your postcode in. We missed you on your last delivery. Rate your courier. So they're asking if they supposedly got my mobile number. So why are they asking for my name, address, mobile number, probably bank details at the end of it, when they could have just put a slip through my letterbox? I've opened my letterbox. There's no parcels in my mailbox or a letter that someone's tried to deliver something to me. However, there is a parcel on the floor for a Mr. Taylor. There's a small parcel on the floor for a Mr. Taylor. I don't know who that is. But it's not me, because my surname is Marshall. So you've got to be careful. I've got no money in my bank account anyway, so if they want to try and get my bank money out of my bank, there's nothing in it. So the joke's on them there. So I get a load of text messages from Flirt Finder to 11:30 a.m. and then there's a supposed delivery to my address, but no one has actually rung on the buzzer or tried to put anything in my mailbox. So that is suspicious in itself, isn't it? Someone trying to butter me up and then try and rip me out of my money, which I haven't got. So obviously I've had something to eat. I've had a burger, a hamburger, cheeseburger, and I've had various cups of coffee, and I was watching Coronation Street, episodes of Coronation Street on YouTube, where Mike Baldwin had an affair with Deirdre. And when I came in from walking the dog, Ken was shouting. He was angry. So around 2 o'clock is the usual time that I take my dog Max, a Chihuahua, out for a walk. And it's been a miserable day. It's been raining. I've been by myself. And I've got money. I've got food in the cupboard and the fridge. I haven't been into the co-op this morning. And I went out with my son yesterday. So I'm still a single woman on my own. And these people keep texting me XXX. I have counselling this week. The next coming week I've got counselling, telling people about my ex-partner at my other block of flats. That's still going forward. I've got counselling to go through. Talking about what's happened, what's going on with this stalking pervert on Flirt Finder and wherever it is, and using profile pictures of dogs to talk to me, which is absolutely ridiculous and childish. I don't take any notice of it anymore. So at 2 o'clock I left the building and I went around the back and I went around the side and I walked around Common Creek Wharf along the riverside edge. And there was some people fishing in the pouring rain with a great huge umbrella covering them. So they were fishing. I walked past them and I walked onto the field, and there was a woman walking around the field with herself, by herself, with a hooded coat over her head. A hooded coat. And remember, that parcel on the floor wasn't for me, it was for a Mr. Taylor. So there's a woman walking around, just not with a dog or anything, with a hood over her head. Then there was another woman walking a dog, and I'm just minding my own business, walking my dog. And I'm just ignoring the shit that's going on because it would drag you down and make you feel miserable otherwise. Right? So I came off the field and I just have come into my flat. And whoever's parcel that is still on the floor. It's not mine. I haven't had any post today, but I went out yesterday. I had 3 or 4 parcels. My new gas card had come in the post because we've got the electric meter guy coming out next week as well to fix my smart meter because it's broken. So I had my new smart electricity meter card in the post yesterday as well. I've had lots of food to eat. I'm quite contented, but again, I'm on my own still. And while it's a like episode of Coronation Street, there are cameras in the building. You know, anybody that steals in front of 3 cameras is a bit stupid anyway, right? Because if they're real cameras and they're not dummy cameras, anybody that's pinching parcels would have been caught on camera, wouldn't they? So, I've been out. Max and I have had a walk. But again, after my mother's phone call, Sinestra, I feel paralysed. No, I didn't hear from Kent Home Choice yesterday. That's another thing. I'm going to keep ringing them next week until they tell me what's going on with my account on Kent Home Choice. Never give up, never give in. Don't let people get you down because you've only got one life. And it's not theirs. And the only reason they don't want me to go out and they want me to hide indoors is because they're hiding something, and also because some of them are jealous. And I don't need to put a hood over my head because I'm proud of myself. Anyway guys, I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. The weather is abysmal here in Chatham, Kent. But it's nice and cosy indoors. It's nice and cosy and I'm quite happy. It's other people trying to upset me because they've got the problem and not me. See you later.